Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Tuesday, and all of our guests today, including Jujhar Khaira, standing by, brought to you by Able Auctions, ableauctions.ca. Jujhar Khaira is going to join us now. Abbotsford Canucks left winger. He's from Surrey. He joined Abbotsford in a trade with Syracuse in early March. 337 NHL games with Edmonton, Chicago, Minnesota. Third player of South Asian descent to play in the National Hockey League from the Abbotsford Canucks. Jujhar Khaira, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Very good. You grew up in Surrey. What's this like, playing so close to home?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's great to see my family after every game and just kind of have that the feeling almost of when I played minor hockey. So yeah, I have a lot of family that's been coming out and supporting, and just a lot of visits and all that. But it's been really cool.
What was your reaction to the trade, Syracuse to Abbotsford, Jujhar?
I was very excited. At first, I didn't know what was going on, but then when I heard the news and talked to my agent, my parents, it was super exciting, super easy, familiar territory, and it was super special to be coming home.
So the move was Syracuse to Abbotsford. Jujhar, pardon my ignorance here. A lot of people have to do this on the show. Do that on the show. Are you the Vancouver Canucks property? How does it work?
Good question. I know this year I only had an American League deal, so I believe that makes me Abbotsford's property. That's my understanding of it.
Hey, Jujhar, let's talk about your journey. The Bantam draft came along. You didn't go in. And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, you're playing Prince George Junior A and then to the NCAA, Western Hockey League, then drafted by the Edmonton Oilers. But talk about not going in the Bantam draft and not giving up at that time.
Yeah, it was tough at the time. I had a couple buddies that went during that draft. And at that time, we didn't hear much about college and all that. It was mostly about the WHL. We would always go to their games and just get out and watch that more than the BCHL. So it was heartbreaking, but at the same time, I don't think there were too many expectations to be drafted. I'm assuming you had to talk to teams, and I don't think I talked to that many teams during my Bantam second year or first year. So it was just. It was one of those things, I faced adversity growing up through hockey and all that. There were teams I got cut from that I would have liked to have made. My buddies were on that team, but, it was just another step. And my parents believed in me, my family believed in me, and that was kind of the biggest thing that kept me going. And, they said, play as long as you can, play as long as you want. And there was never the timeline of, hey, you got to do this by this time or you won't be able to play. So that helped a ton to kind of be able to chase what I wanted to chase. And it was tough not making those junior B teams and all that as well. My 16-year-old year, and then a family friend of ours, someone I played with growing up, his dad was a scout in Prince George, and he said, hey, just go up there and see what happens. And I had a really good camp, and the coach up there really believed in me and wanted me to stay. And the rest is, I guess, history.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you get to Abbotsford, and I think they won your first 9 games, and I think you're 9-0 with you in the lineup, and then they won 13 straight. What's going right in Abbotsford? Why did they get on such a heater?
Yeah, I think from coaching to the players and just the whole how it's all run. I think everything's been pretty smooth, and there's a lot of good players on this team, and everybody's held accountable for how they play, and everybody on this team is excited. They want to win, and I think that helps. It's just a fun group to be around, and it was super easy to come into and kind of help the way I could. Okay.
Yeah, and Jujhar, you're 30 years old. You see some young kids in Abbotsford, and you're like that 19, 20-year-old junior. helping out the 16-year-old. You relish that role of a leader in Abbotsford, helping out those young kids?
Yeah, I think there's definitely experiences that I've been through that I think definitely could help, or just kind of, I don't know, I guess wisdom of the years that I played that maybe they haven't. But, at the same time, it's one of those things where you can guide as much as you can, and the rest is up to them. And obviously, everybody now that's in the American League, the NHL, they're all good players, and these kids are hungry and ready to get up there, and it's motivating for me too, because I still have a goal in mind, and it's fun to be this side of it. And looking back, obviously you always wish you were a little younger, but 30's not too bad yet.
Yeah, join the club. Hey, Jujhar, your concussion issues are well documented. How's your health?
Yeah, health has been good. Concussion issues. It was those three. I think those were the three that I've had in my entire life, and at that time they just happened to be pretty close together, and that was, I guess, scary for the health side of it. But at the same time, I was lucky enough not to really deal with symptoms too bad, no matter how bad that one hit was. But health has been good. It's been manageable, and my head hasn't given me any issues at all.
Yeah. Hey, Jujhar, we mentioned you were the third. You are the third player of South Asian descent to play in the National Hockey League. Manny Malhotra was the second. What's it like playing for him in Abbotsford, and is he somebody that you may have looked up to earlier on?
Big time. Growing up, obviously a big Canucks fan, and that was his era, and watched him a lot. I think that was one of the first things I said to him was, I grew up watching him play, and I appreciated the way he played. And I was a fan as he played, and it's been super cool to see him on this side of it, and get to know him, and the intensity he brings. You could see why he played as many games as he did, and I give him kudos. He's still in amazing shape. So obviously his habits and all that are second to none. So it's someone I'm super excited to learn off of, learn the tips and tricks that he learned through his journey, and bring him to my game.
Do you consider yourself a role model, Jujhar?
I think so. I think a little bit for sure. Obviously it's tough to sit here and say that I'm a role model, but I've heard it around, and it's cool to hear. It's a fun position to be in, and I just try to stay true to myself, and hopefully that's something that is respected by others.
Okay, and one more, Jujhar, if you don't mind. The NHL, is it still a possibility? Do you believe you can still get back there?
Yeah, I definitely believe in myself. Again, I've been through adversity before, through my early career, through this, and it's been tough with injuries the last few years, but I always have that belief. I don't think I would be, or I don't think I would have put the work into to get myself playing again if I really didn't believe in myself. So that's definitely a goal of mine, and I'm going to do everything I can to try to prove myself again.
This has been great. Jujhar, all the best, and certainly all the best with your career, all the best with Abbotsford in the playoffs. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me on. It was a pleasure talking to you guys.
You bet. Thanks, Jujhar.